Let the mighty be humbled!
Dane? Hello, Dane? Why are you just zoning out over here? Did something happen?
The missing person from your commission. Could you describe them to me?
Oh, young guy, early 20s.
There appear to be certain memories in my mind that weren't there before. Memories of him.
Maybe we just talked too much about him yesterday and you had a weird dream?
No, it wasn't a dream. They're memories, and I'm certain I've never met this person before. I remember handing him the eye of the first field tiller.
What? Okay, so this missing person definitely has something to do with the Abyss Order then!
Indeed. And it appears he possesses the ability.
Wait then. All the memories the villager. But why would he do something like that?
Whatever the Abyss Order is planning, an important truth has been revealed to us this morning.
What sort of truth?
That their goal is still to obtain. I am the only person who knows its location. Perhaps your concerns are not entirely unfounded. I don't believe the Abyss, however. Considering their single-minded pursuit of the eye, come with me. We must—
Oh, so you're going to take—
Of course.
The wind rises.
Surprise!
Behold!
So you hid it way out here? Not an easy place to discover, that's for sure. Well, let's go check to see if it's safe.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
Hey, wait up!
Need to end a few enemies? Transfixed! Riptide!
appears the mechanisms here have changed over time. You can access the upper floor through the side door. Perhaps you should try reactivating the mechanism over there.
Laid bare.
Oh, it's revealed!
Silence!
Make sure all the runes are pointing in the direction indicated by the light. That should unlock the mechanism. The door's open. Let's go. Our destination is just up ahead.
Looks like we can't go any further.
Be on your guard. I sense the presence of the abyss.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here! By royal
Overruled. You can run, but you can't hide.
Suffering! As you wish, main point.
This is where you fall.
Just as I suspected. The false memories were a trap. The Abyss Order just wanted to follow us here. Now that they're in the vicinity, we should have a chance to see—
Dane? What's...
Can you feel that? There's been a disturbance in the ley lines. It must be the work of the Abyss.
Wow, you must be really sensitive to that sort of thing.
You too. Do as I say. Use that mechanism over there and leave this place. The Abyss Order is putting something in motion. If you return to Vimara Village, I suspect you might just think of it as a way to divide and conquer. I knew going along with your trap would be the only way to meet with you face to face.
You risked your safety and that of the Eye? That's quite the gamble, Dainsleif. But I believe that I am the one walking into a trap laid by the Twilight Sword.
So you came here all on your own? What about those followers of yours?
When the Twilight Sword is prepared for battle, any army I could send would only be marching to their doom. Better that I face you alone. I know you must have a lot to say, but if it's a conversation you want, you'll have to defeat me first.
The Abyss Order's on the move. The ley lines are all out of whack. We better hurry back to Vimara Village and see what's going on. Hey, look at those hilly trolls. Weren't they acting super agitated just a little while ago? Why are they so...
In the New World, they bade farewell to the shrouded sun. At last, they no longer needed to dwell on their suffering, or try to differentiate between various thoughts of blasphemy. Such was the price they paid, and thus their souls became cleansed.
Did you hear that? Well, it sounded so oh, this is weird. Looks like the same thing is happening over here, too.
You see, we've reclaimed and release your tears.
Over there. It looks like they're sleeping.
In the end, sleep well, Father. Sleep well, my beloved people. When you awake,
It almost sounds like a poem or... Well, now that the hilly trolls have... Let's put this situation to the side for now. Dane said this might be our chance...
The Abyss Order? Thank you for your concern.
Well, that's good. Oh, also, you didn't happen to come across any clues? Huh? Well, you know, the young guy from... That's kind of the whole reason we're...
Ah, I do apologize. At least right now, I can...
But how is that? Something's definitely not right. We just talked to Grandpa Ahmed. What do you think, Traveler? Could everyone's memories of the missing villager have been erased again? You're right. We should never...
Someone's gone missing?
Just as expected. That guy you said a bunch of nice... He's around 20 years old.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. But why'd you... Yeah, I just saw him leave the village.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him. And apparently he just... Do you think maybe it's not that there's...
If this person only...
Right. Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're in just like how you entered your... That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. Right. If he's someone who only exists... Like, didn't Bayron just say that he... Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is gonna last? Good idea. We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Could we try to figure out more about him using what we know? Like, does it maybe leave a trace that...
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance...
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That's the tell of the fate. The implanted memories are basically taking place outside. If the memories included the regular past, like there could be overlap or something. People might... That's why he makes sure the memories take place at...
The color of the sky coincides with the moment in time she described.
Oh, right! That's exactly what a toasted...
Come to think of it, every time time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Yep, that has to be it! This is definitely... Yeah, that's...
So, you see, Granny Jahiat was a mercenary when she was younger. She just talks... Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. It's okay if you don't. You...
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right! This version of a toast... Doesn't matter...
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need. I'm sorry, Atosa. We'll have to continue this conversation another time.
Another time, huh? Yeah, okay. I'll head back to the village then. Talk to you some other time.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Born into abject sorrow, he shall now become the loom of fate. You're Kari Bear Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. I don't believe I've met you before. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is Atosa's memory, but I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. I'm someone who no longer exists in the real world, after all. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this, and now, the time has finally arrived. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing through your veins. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, I would become, but despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Loom of in truth. I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a remnant. As for your question, the Loom of Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But, as more of it is completed, its power becomes stronger and stronger, until finally, it has the power to weave real ley lines of its own. Once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses the lower level ability to influence memories. But it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. I suppose you can think of it as a form of compensation. After all, its existence cost me my life. That. I was wrong to implant those memories. I'm sorry I caused so much trouble. I just wanted them to feel like I once existed in this world. As if... I know what you... Why would I do something so... But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. What kind of person I would be. Chief Ahmadiyya, Baram, Granny Jahiyat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? No cataclysm, no curse. Just a quiet life in a peaceful village. I was curious, so I selfishly tried to have my own life, even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. One memory at a time. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life ended a long time ago. Any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness left to mature in an illusory world of nothingness. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. An imagined version of what I would look like if I had the chance to grow up. I know. But there's nothing I can do to make them find me. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with the suddenness of it all. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Things should all... Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the loom of fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because I happened to guess exactly what he was planning. Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye in order to have the chance to confront the princess. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from that location. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye all at once. A very thorough plan. That's right, because in his mind, he had given it to you already. Before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice anything out of the ordinary, and took that memory to be real. I'm sorry, Traveler, but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. And to do that, we had to retrieve the eye. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend the ones that already exist. In the face of everything they could be planning, I fear I'm too insignificant to even get a glimpse of the bigger picture. In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate, And you remember my father, don't you? After he used the power of the abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form. To comfort me, my father told me a story. That story managed to dispel. My goal was simple. To use the loom of fate in its near-completed form, when its ability to create memories was at its strongest, to implant a specific memory into the minds of the hilichurls. In that memory, I would tell them a story, just like my father did for me. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, that was the most worthwhile thing I could offer. All that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual consciousness tied to the loom of fate. In truth, that trace of my consciousness should have dissipated long ago. My goal was the one thing that allowed me to hold on but now, the bedtime story is finished.
Looks like I was too late to see Kari Bear one last time. Kari Bear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too. Well, how about a conversation? The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. Even the loom of fate, huh? Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes, for 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm, not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne. Yes, such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. However, the heavenly principles will awaken. You could say that. Just look at Kari Bear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect... Even as a hilichurl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it that deprived him of that right to exist? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings... Ether?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you, but for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together, you told me you wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear, well...
You mean...
I miss you too, Ether. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes, let alone my own brother.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our inability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?
Still so sleepy. Oh, Paimon woke up a little earlier than you, so Paimon will fill you in. The villagers said that... Oh, and Dane came by just... He didn't say anything, though. Just made sure that you were alright and left. Kinda seemed like he had a lot on his mind, but let's think for a second. He was the missing villager that we've been trying to find, right? And after that, Paimon doesn't remember what happened. Wait, really? Well, what happened after that?
Ah, there you are. Sleep well?
Bayram, you sure seem happy. Did something good happen?
Something good? Huh. It's just that, well, the village organized enough, so there we were, searching away, when, according to him, one day around dusk he was passing by this one tree out. There he was, sleeping under that tree all by himself. His parents came a little later to wake him up, and they all left together. They looked like quite a happy family, and after that, well, we all started to feel like that really is what happened. Oh, and we also remembered his name, Kari Bear. Now, that's not a name you hear every day. Would have been helpful if we remembered it sooner. Well, I hope he's happy wherever he...
Seems like everyone thinks Kari Bear left the village. That's probably for the best. At least they have some sort of explanation now. Paimon wonders how Paimon didn't see her in the village.
This had better be important.
doing?
Oh, it's you two. I was part of the search party. Honestly, I just can't believe I forgot something so important. It's funny, but I guess it doesn't really matter anyway. I'm just happy I got to meet him. Okay, I'll admit, I was dumped, wasn't I? Otherwise, why would he just leave like that without You don't need to comfort me. It's just like Kari Bear said. It's the things we overcome that make life more precious. And you know, if he has a heart, anyway, thanks for all your hard work.
Well, that ship... Oh, right! Weren't you about to... A picture?
Something you wish to report? Go